As part of his Real Life Wednesday program, Urban Meyer periodically brings in business people to talk to his football team and other Ohio State student athletes about the importance of preparing for life after football. Well, on this Wednesday before Thanksgiving, some of the Ohio State defensive football players got another lesson in Real Life Wednesdays, volunteering at a food bank in Central Ohio.
You know, in a way it is, because it's a chance for us to get out in the community and actually do what we talk about all the time, and that's giving back. And a chance for us to come out to Life Care Alliance, a place that doesn't take a day off, that works 365 days a year, to just ease their burden and truly just do the little things, you know, that we don't always think about. It's a great opportunity for us to give back.
Since Coach Meyer has been here especially, they have sent volunteers out here on a regular basis, sometimes for different activities. He puts out a general call and says, hey, we're going Wednesday, who wants to go? And we live off volunteers at Life Care Alliance. We have 7,500 actives. They deliver all the meals on wheels. They help package the food, as you see what's going on behind me. And we just can't, we don't have enough employees to get this done without. You know, if you're by yourself on Thanksgiving Day, or you're a family that doesn't have much money, it's important you get that food. You might not have the chance to eat tomorrow. So this is really a lifeline for a lot of people, and we go from there.
We also know the importance of giving back, and especially during the holiday season when not as many people are working and there's more need. It's very important for us to take that time to do that. You know, it's not always about football. I mean, when it's time to work, it's time to work. But it's also important to get out, you know, and for us to not be too prideful, to come alongside and bag some muffins with other people. It's a great chance to interact with people just on a person-to-person level, not necessarily through a camera or always on the field.
Buckeyes will practice Thanksgiving morning, including the traditional senior tackle. At that point, players are free to go home or go to friends, teammates, or coach's house for Thanksgiving dinner before reconvening Friday morning for the final preparations before the game. In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN. There are so many great traditions at Ohio Stadium, starting with the stadium itself, Ohio Stadium. We've seen it memorialized as a miniature in Legos and, yes, even in cake. For 26 years now, a dedicated group of Ohio State fans have spent countless hours creating the shoe out of cake. And like so many things in life, it all started very simply.
Well, it started as a dare. Somebody, actually my cousin, said that we couldn't build a cake in the shape of the stadium, so a friend and I said, well, yes, we can. 87 cake mixes, and I can't do the math. It's 3 eggs per cake mix, so figure that out. 200 and some, I think. 21 pounds of Crisco, I believe, and about 120 pounds of powdered sugar, about 25 ounces of vanilla, and a lot of effort goes into this cake. Well, this year we have Noah Brown with his spectacular catch at Oklahoma in the end zone. He had to bring the Oklahoma player with him because he was embracing him. Coach Harbaugh in the loge seats. He's having lunch. Let's just leave it at that. We have Tom Brady in the loges complaining about how heavy footballs are. We have Earl Bruce in tribute to his dotting the I last week. He's got his fedora in the air, you know, the usual, the Indiana cheerleaders are represented by cows, and we have an angel neutron man, and Woody's overlooking the stadium on one of the south towers. So we have a lot of interesting little things that you have to look at it very closely to pick up on.
Now, once the game is over, they do cut up the cake and give away slices. Donations are welcome, and all the proceeds go to the Ohio Stadium Cake Scholarship Fund. Now, over the years, they've awarded close to 70 scholarships and well over $100,000 to scholarship recipients. In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN. 21 seniors, a 48-5 record, national title, big wins, and no losses versus Michigan, but only a handful of starters.
Well, it's unfortunately a very small class because a bunch of those cats left on us last year.
It's going to be emotional, especially with this game. We already talked about it. It was our last regular season away game, this past one, and it was emotional talking about that. And the last one in the shoe on senior day, senior tackle this week against the team up north. It's going to be very emotional. It's going to be very exciting too.
Elfline is one of those seniors playing in his final game at Ohio Stadium on a Saturday. Now, the Outland Trophy finalist verbally committed to Luke Fickell during the uncertain days of July 2011. Just the start of an impactful career in the Scarlet and Gray for the Central Ohio native.
He means a lot to me. I think he's one of the best teammates I've ever had. And that's just solely because he cares about the people.
Pat's my guy. Pat, I remember when I first got here, Pat took me under his wing. You know, I'm from North Carolina, so I always needed a ride, like, to the facility, and Pat was, like, always there. Like, 5:30 in the morning, like, he's always there.
I think one of the biggest things that means a lot to me is how much he cared, not even just about me, but just about the guys. He loved, that's why he came back, is to be with us. And I think that's something just selfless.
In Columbus, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.